Hey guys, Scott Burr, head instructor at the Fight Gym in Chagrin Falls, Ohio. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Kodokan Judo black belt, Cooksaldo black belt, Maxwell SC certified pro trainer. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the clinch, the kazushi I make in my clinch, and the takedowns I make off that kazushi. Okay, so this is Mike. Mike's going to help me out. When we move into the clinch position that we like in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, this T position, there are a couple of ideas that we want to clarify. Because sometimes people, they have a position that looks like the clinch, but they're not super effective. So we want to troubleshoot this position just a little bit. A couple ideas about this clinch, okay? Obviously, this hand is holding Mike's waist. This arm is holding Mike's arm. In terms of what's more important for me, I want his wrist in my armpit, I want my hand on his elbow. But I can do without this. He wants to get his arm back, especially if I have his body, this can be very snug. This, without strong control in the armpit, I don't have his arm, okay? So it's vitally important that I make this control. If Mike is my height, if we're here, I want my forehead in the point of his jaw here, and I want to be snug like I'm listening to his heartbeat. People tend to get these details right, but what I see people messing up is where their feet are and where their hips are oriented. So I see people, they get all this and they're like this and everything, they feel like they're good, but now Mike starts to turn and, oh man, my leg is not so good, I don't feel so secure. Okay? Also, I go to make some effect on Mike and it's awkward for me, everything's over here, I'm trying to push pull, it's not comfortable. Okay? So when I make my orientation to Mike, my hips and my stance are exactly the same as they are when I'm going to fight him right now. So my feet are at 90, they're in the opposite corners of the square, and the knot of my belt is turned at my guy. So just like I would be here to kick and make my entry, I'm here in my clinch. Knot of my belt is toward him, feet are at 90. Okay, so now when he wants to make a push-pull, I feel much more stable and I'm oriented at him in a way that I'm not when I'm here. Push-pull. Life is weird. I'm fighting him over here. This is not strong for me. So here, I'm dealing with him. Okay? Now let's talk about the kazushi I want to make. Okay. So, the clinch is great, but the clinch is a position in which I can make effect on my guy. It's not a position of negation of his movement. So we have to learn how to not get moved around, right? When we make our clinch. It's not good if we're getting dragged around the floor. We've just hitched ourselves to a horse and the horse is dragging us. Okay? But that's not the extent of what the clinch is supposed to be. The clinch is there so that I can start to chip away at his base, chip away at his posture, chip away at his balance. So that sooner or later he gets unstable enough that I can take one of those instabilities to its natural logical conclusion, which would be him on the floor. Okay? So we have our different ideas about how we make kazushi. I can go down, I can go up, I can go forward, I can go back, I can push into opposite corners of the box, okay? Today I want to talk about one very simple pairing that is really, really effective from this clinch position, okay? So here I am in my position, and now my belt is to my guy, my feet are at the opposite corners of the box. I have his arm, I have his elbow, I have his waist, I have my forehead here, okay? From this position, my arms are heavy on my guy, okay? So now when Mike wants to move, his life is not so comfortable, okay? He's feeling very stuck. So move around. You see, I'm like a pit bull just hanging on him, right? Or a lion hanging on his neck, right? He's not free. He's waiting all his legs. He's stuck a little bit in like wet cement, okay? From this position, even though I'm heavy on him, you see he's not really compromised at all though. He's got a hold me, but he's still in his own space, and he's in his own column, okay? So what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to advance my base underneath his and start to chip his column out from under him, okay? So I'm going to advance my legs and my hips here. What I'm trying to do is make a shelf so that once I'm under Mike, it's very easy for me to tip him here. Okay? Now I'm just going to continue that motion. So I swing, Mike goes to the floor. Now I got my guy. Boom, I'm ready to do work. Okay? So I make my clinch. Again, now the belt is forward. Now my belt is here, I'm not going to do this. It's not going to work. Okay? So I'm at my guy. My orientation doesn't change. If I was in front of him, I'd be like this. Now that I'm to my angle, I'm the same. Here. Okay? Feet advance, arms are heavy and tight. Here. Swing. Boom. This is what I was taught. Block the knee if it's closed. If I'm behind the knee, block the hip if I'm farther advanced. Opposite hand to the throat, to the knee on stomach. From here, I can deliver punishment, I can make submissions, I can make whatever, okay? Phase 2 of this, I'm making this in undercutting action on his base. It's possible that Mike is going to be resistant to this motion, okay? So as I work my way under him, it's entirely possible for him to resist this and offset himself. So I'm here, and I'm working under, but he doesn't let me get under, he doesn't let me get into his column. But look, here, to not let me in, life is very easy for me to make my trip. I like this pairing a lot because it makes this trip, this Soto Gake, very, very easy, and it's a throw that a lot of people struggle with. Because when they learn it, what they learn is make your clinch, scoop the leg, and now, how do I make my manipulation? How do I make my movement? It's very awkward for me. When I make this undercutting action here, if he wants to not get thrown, he's got to really commit bump. Life is super easy. He's trying to go down, he's trying to go away. This leg is mine now. Okay? And I can use these two techniques in a beautiful pair where I'm going to go heavy and trip on his leg, he moves his leg, I'm going to come under, I try to come under, he gets it out of my way, I'm going to trip his leg. So here, once I'm in, my action is in, he goes away, I go to trip his leg, he moves his leg, I go under, back and forth. I'm constantly either coming over or coming under, over, under. Mike's column is never safe, it's never stable. He's constantly having to respond the imposition that I'm making on him. Okay? So obviously, like I said, these are just two forms of the kazushi that I can try to make from this clinch position. And realistically, I'm going to use these in combination with all the other motions, right? I'm going to go forward, I'm going to go back, I'm going to try to put him on his heels, I'm going to try to put him on his toes, I'm going to try to get under, I'm going to try to make him go off me and wide. I don't really care how this guy falls, right? What I care about is going the way that's easy, the way that his failure is recommending to me, right? My action of my clinch, the clinch is there to give me the ability to make him unstable. My throws are there to help me help him to the ground, okay? So, sometimes when people make a clinch and they try to make a throw right away, right, they get kind of the idea, but they're missing the whole middle part, which is that the clinch affords me the ability to make kazushi, kazushi affords me the ability to make the throw, okay? So I have to let everybody do a good job of what their job is, and I have to let those good jobs happen in the right order, and then my life is very easy, okay? So, this, what's basically Ushiro Goshi, Ushiro Goshi and Soto Gake from the T position. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Until next time. Thanks, guys.